my Korean husband.
Hey
Hey
guys,
guys.
I'm Nicola
I'm Mr. Guan.
or
Hugh.
or Sunhong,
Yeah.
and we're from the My Korean Husband blog. And today we are talking about something that a lot of people ask all the time, right? And
Yeah.
we have talked about it before, so a lot of our blog readers probably already know this story, but people are still asking a lot. So, yes. Okay, so what question is that?
How we met.
Yeah, how did we met? It was just like a Korean drama, and you're a rich, handsome Korean businessman, heir to billions of dollars.
I
And I
wish.
was an ugly, awkward girl. And then, no, it didn't. It didn't happen like that at all. Okay, really, how did we meet? We met in Sydney
Hmm?
in 2010.
10, yes.
So I had already had a lot of Korean friends, and I'd actually dated some Korean guys already.
Yeah, I had some Korean.
Really?
I had some Aussie friends as well, so it wasn't like first time to see foreigner.
It wasn't like we came from two different worlds and we're like, oh my gosh, we're so different from different cultures, but we love each other.
Yeah,
It wasn't like that.
It wasn't like that.
No.
And I had a Canadian girlfriend before.
Yes, so I had dated some Korean guys, I had a lot of Korean friends, and you were living in Australia anyway, so you were a
Yes.
student in Australia
Yes,
at that time.
yes, and I traveled to other countries.
Yeah, you
as well,
travelled
so-
around a lot. I had a lot of Korean friends, but a lot of them are on the student visas or the working holiday
They
visas.
went back to
And they'll go back to
Korea.
Korea, yeah. So it was a stage in my life where I was like, I want to make some more friends. I'm interested in maybe learning the Korean language and learning more about Korean culture.
Mhm.
But it's really hard. You can't just go up to Koreans and be like, be my friend, you know. There's a
Yeah.
big Korean population in Sydney, but it doesn't mean that it's sort of easy to talk to.
Yeah, they'll be scared of you.
Yeah, thanks.
Why? Okay, I was also looking for some Australian friend because I wanted to improve my English skill and I just wanna spend my time in Australia with local people.
Mm.
That's why I post language exchange on the website in Australia,
Mm.
and
So like
she
the notice
checked-
board
Yeah.
website.
Yeah, I just said I wanna be friends with anyone here in
And
Australia.
exchange language.
exchange
and
the
that type of
languages
thing,
and
yeah.
you know, talk something in English, and I can help them, you know more about Korean stuff and
Yeah.
Korean culture. So she contacted me
Mhm.
first, and then yes, and I just asked.
See,
her.
I contacted him and I said a bit about myself, and he took my email address and looked me up on Facebook and added me on Facebook.
How smart!
So we could see what we looked like right away, and then we met about 2 days later,
Yeah, 2
but with
days
some
later.
other people.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I was too shy.
Yeah, so you had some friends with you, and there was other people, so it was sort of like a group like
Group
that.
people, yeah.
Yeah, so we met each other, and you talked a lot. You had
Yeah,
all
I
these
did.
stories, and yeah, I still remember the moment that I first saw him. Like I was standing out front of the cafe, and I was waiting for them to come, and this guy with the baseball cap on like stepped out in front of me and said, "Oh, Nicola." And that was, I just always remember that. And always, whenever we walk past that cafe, I'm always like, oh, that's where we first met. So I think, yeah, we got off to a pretty good start. And then so with this group of people, we so at the coffee shop for hours, and then we went and had dinner together, and we went to Noribang, and then we went to another restaurant. It was a very, very long, big day.
Big day,
So
really
we-
big day,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so you actually asked me out the first day that we met. Did you really like me? Like really, really liked me? Or you were just desperate?
I think I did. I liked you. That's why I asked you out.
Okay, so there was a certain way that he did it. So it was in one of the restaurants after we'd eaten and we're still sort of hanging around. And he sat next to me and he took my hand and I don't know if you said you wanted to be my boyfriend first or you did the little speech. So he said, I'm not the most handsome guy, I'm not the smartest guy, I'm not the richest guy, but I will do everything I can to make you happy. Can I please be your boyfriend? And what did I say?
Yeah.
No, I said no. I said, no, I'm not really looking for a boyfriend at the moment, and you know, I just want to have some fun and not interested in that. But we ended up dating pretty quickly after that. Well, not quickly, like a few
No,
weeks.
Just
Or a
one
month.
1 month.
He
because-
tried really hard. You tried really hard
Yeah,
to
I
get
tried
me.
really hard and
Yeah.
I sent you message all the time and you pissed off.
He was trying a little bit too hard at one point and he was sending me messages all the time. And I said, I sort of got a little bit annoyed at one time and I said, stop sending me all these messages because if you just leave me alone for a bit, I might sort of come back to you, you know, but you're sort of there all the time now. So he didn't message me for a day and then right away I'm like, what are you doing? Yeah. When we were dating, we weren't boyfriend and girlfriend yet. So in
No.
Australian culture, you can have this time where you're sort of seeing each other and
What is
You-
called? Casual.
yeah, just sort of casual dating, getting to
Casual
know each
dating.
other, but you're not boyfriend and girlfriend yet. But Koreans don't really understand that as much. So it was difficult for you with your friends. So my Australian friends were like, oh yeah, we understand that. You're getting to know the guy, you just sort of, you know, seeing how things go in that in-between stage. My Australian friends understand that, but my Korean friends and your Korean friends didn't understand that at all because in Korean culture, you're either boyfriend and girlfriend or you're not anything.
Just friends.
Just friends.
Yeah.
So they didn't understand the in-between stage, but I wasn't ready to commit yet. But it was very stressful for you, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah,
It was.
sorry.
Yeah.
That's okay now, we're married. So then we were officially boyfriend and girlfriend, right?
Yep.
And you met my parents.
And they liked me.
Yes, they really, really liked you. They said you were the best guy they'd ever dated. And we got engaged pretty quickly, didn't we?
1 year.
1 year
Yeah.
later, we were engaged. Just when you know, you know.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so that's the story of how we met. So we met in Sydney. I already had Korean friends. I was already interested in Korean culture. You already had a lot of Australian friends before. Your English was at a good level that we could talk really easily. So I think there was all these factors that, you know, was meant to be. Whereas sometimes, you know, when you date other people, there's a lot of things that don't work out that way. But for us, everything came together. Okay, that's our story of
Yeah.
how we met. It's not like a drama or anything, but it's okay. It's not about how you meet. The how you meet's not important. That's your mum calling you. 여보세요? Okay, so what were we going to say? So the story of how you meet is not the most important thing. The most important thing is what comes after, right? Because relationships are actually hard and marriage is hard and you have to work at it, but there's some really good rewards. Yes, that's my lesson for today. Okay guys, you can thumbs this video up and you can like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter and Tumblr and go over to the blog and see the comics that are there. What else should they do?
And subscribe.
And
our YouTube
subscribe
channel.
to our YouTube channel and we will see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.